Good evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Facilities in Badagry. Federal government estimates about $19 million for combating neglected tropical diseases. On the 14th, Australian government set to ban access to social media for persons below 16 years. And in Sports Championship club, Coventry City appoints Frank Lampard as new head coach. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Lagos State Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, HIFAMA, has ramped up efforts to ensure the standardization and compliance of health facilities across Badagry and its environs. It also reiterated its determination to shut down healthcare centers operating in violation of the relevant laws in the area. Speaking during the commencement of a week-long monitoring and enforcement exercise in the Badagry local government area, Executive Secretary of HIFAMA, Abiola Idu, emphasized the agency's commitment to safeguarding the health of Lagos residents. Idu noted that over 100 health facilities had been closed since the beginning of the year for infractions, including operating unregistered facilities, employing unqualified personnel, and lacking adequate infrastructure. She urged health facility operators to prioritize registration and regular recertification, warning that the agency will sustain its enforcement drive to deter breaches and protect public health. Member representing Etiosa Constituency 2 in the Lagos State House of Assembly, Bola Ishao, has presented mobile tablets to winners of the 2024 Nigerian Youth Parliament Lagos Central Inter-Secondary School Debate on Drug Abuse. The winners emerged from a rigorous two-round debate themed Pioneering a Substance-Free Generation, Youth Empowerment and Advocacy. Yeshao, in his commitment to promoting youth digital capacity building and empowerment, donated the tablets to winners at the debate, which featured participants from 32 junior and senior secondary schools in Lagos. Queen's College Lagos emerged overall winner in the senior category, while Ilebo Junior High School won in the junior category of the event organized by the Lagos Central Senatorial District representative in the 5th session of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, Abdulmumin Edidi. Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf has affirmed his administration's plan to procure sets of CNG-powered buses to alleviate transportation challenges being faced by citizens following the removal of fuel subsidy. Yusuf stated this in the inauguration of 10 CNG buses procured by the Nigerian Labour Congress Kano State branch. In a statement issued by his spokesperson, Sanusi Tofa, the governor said 30 of the 80 luxury buses purchased but abandoned by the previous administration will be converted to CNG for public use. He noted that the remaining 50 buses will be added to the fleet currently being used to transport students to and from school daily. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says his administration has commenced payment of 85,000 naira minimum wage for state workers, despite attempts he described to deprive his administration of funds. Speaking during the launch of the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Emblem Appeal Fund at the Government House in Port Harcourt, Governor Fubara said his administration's ability to implement the new wage policy has brought relief to civil servants in the state. He said the greatest achievement in governance is the ability to put smiles on people's faces by improving the welfare, noting that workers who previously earned between 75,000 naira and 80,000 naira now receive between 120,000 naira and 140,000 naira under the new wage structure. Fubara reaffirmed his commitment to governing the state with the guidance of God. He also commended security agencies for their cooperation despite external pressures and urged them to maintain peace by continuing to act rightly. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Coordinator for Neglected Tropical Diseases, NTDs, at the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Fatai Uyediro, said about $19 million is required to effectively tackle NTDs in the country. Uyediro stated this on the second day of the high-level advocacy meeting with commissioners for health from the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. He noted that with adequate investment, NTDs can be controlled and eradicated. Oyediro called for collaborative efforts to mobilize the resources and plan strategically to implement the master plan. Identifying inadequate funding as one of the primary challenges hindering efforts to combat NTDs in Nigeria, the National Coordinator advocated a collaborative approach involving strong political will and support from all levels of government to effectively address the diseases. The World Health Organization defined NTDs as a diverse group of conditions caused by a variety of pathogens, including viruses, bacteria, parasites, fungi, and toxins, and associated with devastating health, social, and economic consequences. The Global Health Body said NTDs are mainly prevalent among impoverished communities in tropical areas and affects more than 1 billion people, while the number of people requiring NTD interventions is 1.6 billion. Statistics show that Nigeria contributes about 50% to the burden of NTDs in Africa and 25% globally. Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwefuru has presented the 2025 budget proposal of 396.59 billion naira to the State House of Assembly, with education and health taking priority in the estimates. While presenting the budget, Nwefuru said the focus of the estimates is to foster industrialization, drive economic growth, and improve the living standards of residents of the state. The proposed budget places heavy emphasis on the economic and social sectors, which receive the bulk of the proposed funds. Nwefuru expressed optimism that the proposed allocations will strengthen the state's industrial base, enhance infrastructure development, and improve social welfare. Now to foreign news. Australian government is set to ban children under the age of 16 from using social media after its Senate approved the world's strictest laws. The ban, which will not take effect for at least 12 months, could see tech companies fined up to 50 million Australian dollars if they do not comply. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the legislation is needed to protect young people from the harms of social media, something many parent groups have echoed. Having passed the Senate, the bill will return to the House of Representatives, where the government has a majority, meaning it is sure to pass for it to approve amendments before becoming law. Now sports. Former Chelsea and England midfielder Frank Lampard has been appointed head coach of Championship club Coventry City on a 2.5-year deal. The 46-year-old coach will take over with the club, which is in 17th position on the championship table, 2 points above the relegation places. He replaces long-serving Mark Robbins and becomes the first new appointment made by Sky Blues owner Doug King since he completed his takeover in January 2023. The Coventry job will be Lampard's fifth in management, following spells at Derby County, Everton, and 2 stints with Chelsea. that's all for the news at 6. Do not drive without a valid driver's license. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration launched Lag Ride with 1,000 units of sports utility vehicles? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, FAMA, has ramped up efforts to ensure the standardization and compliance of health facilities across Badagry and its environs. National Coordinator for Neglected Tropical Diseases, NTDs, at the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Fatai Uyediro, says about $19 million is required to effectively tackle NTDs in the country. We also told you that the Australian government is set to ban children under the age of 16 from using social media after its Senate approved the world's strictest laws. And in sport, former Chelsea and England midfielder Frank Lampard has been appointed head coach of Championship club Coventry City on a 2.5-year deal. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ijoka. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.